Manchester United have held fresh talks with Kobbie Mainoo's representatives over a new contract, as Chelsea wait in the wings. Mainoo, 19, saw talks over a lucrative new deal at United stall ahead of the winter transfer window. It was then when it emerged that Chelsea were at the front of the queue should the Red Devils decide to cut their losses and sell Mainoo. Due to the midfielder being a product of the club's academy, United would generate 100% profit. Given how Mainoo is reportedly valued between £70 million and £80 million, his sale would be a substantial boost to the Red Devils' finances. United announced plans for more job redundancies last month, having already cut 250 roles last year, after revealing during the transfer window that were at risk of breaching the Premier League's profit and sustainability rules. But their ideal scenario is still for Mainoo, currently one of the lowest paid first-team players in Ruben Amorim's squad, to stay. United have reopened talks with Mainoo's representatives, who are seeking a £180,000 a week deal for the 19-year-old to recognise his status as a first-team regular and budding England star. Mainoo is understood to currently earn around £20,000 per week and is under contract until 2027 after he signed a long-term deal following his breakthrough in 2023. United hope, according to the Mail, that a compromise can be reached and that Mainoo will remain at the heart of Amorim's midfield. The 10-time England international hasn't played since February 7 due to a calf injury and isn't expected to called up by new Three Lions boss Thomas Tuchel ahead of their World Cup qualifying doubleheader later this month. Both Mainoo and fellow coveted United youngster Alejandro Garnacho were tipped for the exit door in January, but Amorim wants to keep the duo. Asked in January if there were difficult decisions to be made on players' futures because of the need to comply with PSR, Amorim replied, "That part is true. But I want players like Kobbie and Garnacho. The focus is that we have to improve our academy. And you have to bring more through. That is something that all the clubs in England have to take advantage of. The players that come from their academies. To play, to feel the shirt, but also to sell them. So our focus is to bring more through." The continued standoff at Old Trafford between Manchester United and their star boy midfielder Kobbie Mainoo is increasing Chelsea's chances of sneaking in and poaching the 19-year-old. The young Red Devils star would be a dream signing for Chelsea sporting directors, still a teenager, full of potential and talent and without a crazy transfer fee, given he will have just 1 year left on his current deal come the summer. Mainoo still has over 2 years on his current deal, but previous negotiations over an extension stalled late last year. Those developments then saw Premier League rivals Chelsea linked with a shock move for Mainoo should the Red Devils decide to cash in on their prize academy asset. Under profit and sustainability rules, the sale of homegrown players represents pure profit in an accounting sense and could help raise vital funds for the Red Devils' latest rebuild under Amorim. Mainoo still has over 2 years on his current deal, but previous negotiations over an extension stalled late last year. Those developments then saw Premier League rivals Chelsea linked with a shock move for Mainoo should the Red Devils decide to cash in on their prize academy asset. Under profit and sustainability rules, the sale of homegrown players represents pure profit in an accounting sense and could help raise vital funds for the Red Devils' latest rebuild under Amorim. Mainoo still has over 2 years on his current deal, but previous negotiations over an extension stalled late last year. Those developments then saw Premier League rivals Chelsea linked with a shock move for Mainoo should the Red Devils decide to cash in on their prize academy asset. Under profit and sustainability rules, the sale of homegrown players represents pure profit in an accounting sense and could help raise vital funds for the Red Devils' latest rebuild under Amorim. However, news now reports that the club have reopened talks with Mainoo's representatives as they look to tie down his long-term future to the club. It is said that the midfielder, currently out with injury, will demand a pay rise to around £180,000 a week, a salary in line with many other first-team regulars in Ruben Amorim's squad. Should United fail to agree terms on a new deal and pay rise for the 19-year-old, however, the club will likely have to fend off summer approaches with a number of clubs set to revive their interest in Mainoo. In January, the club also saw interest develop in Alejandro Garnacho, another academy product, although a deal was never agreed despite heavy interest from Chelsea and Napoli. And while the club is not actively looking to sell either player, Amorim has often been frank about the tough decisions that may have to be made given their situation.